You better roll his window down. Roll it down.
August 16, 2025, Forest City, Arkansas. At 2:16 a.m., a trooper stopped a white Nissan Altima for junk hanging from the mirror and no insurance. The driver, Colby Taylor, smelled strongly of marijuana, but instead of answering, he rolled the window up and suddenly took off.
East on Broadway, turning back on Gorman. I'm heading back towards Division. Adam Henry, John, 92 Charles. Going east to Broadway. North on Division. TBI.
Taylor sped through Forest City streets at 60 miles per hour, cutting corners and blowing through stop signs. Officers attempted multiple pit maneuvers. The first spun him briefly, but he recovered. The second miss gave him another chance to push deeper into neighborhoods, weaving through intersections and forcing patrol units to stay close. Each sharp turn looked like it could be his last, but Taylor kept pressing forward, showing no signs of stopping.
Just hit it again. He's still going. Second TDI. Second TDI.
On the third pit, the Altima finally spun out. Taylor jumped from the still-moving car, trying to run, but officers chased him down within seconds. Even after capture, he resisted and spat at officers before being taken to the ground a second time. A firearm was found in the vehicle, and with Taylor being a convicted felon, that added serious federal weight to the case. Taylor was charged with felony fleeing by vehicle resisting arrest assault on law enforcement, spitting on officers, possession of a firearm by a felon, possession of marijuana, no insurance, obstructed windshield, multiple traffic violations. A minor traffic stop turned into a wild run through Forest City. But Colby Taylor's desperate attempt ended in cuffs, and with drugs, guns, and fleeing stacked against him, this late-night sprint may cost him years of freedom. If you're going to start your night doing donuts in the middle of a busy Atlanta intersection, just know that Georgia State Patrol might not be in a forgiving mood. On July 31st, 2021, around 8:27 p.m., troopers spotted a black Chrysler 300 SRT-8 spinning circles at Jonesboro Road and Lakewood Avenue. As soon as the lights came on, the driver, 22-year-old Malik Deshaun Harris, hit the gas and kicked off a full-blown high-speed pursuit.
Brakes on this outside, so be careful. One down, Greenville. One down, Greenville. 482 is almost gone in.
South of Jonesboro, west of Cleveland, north of Metropolitan, Harris blasted through city streets at reckless speeds, jumping curbs, racing through parking lots, and nearly clipping pedestrians. At one point, his right rear tire gave out. Didn't matter. He just kept going on 3 wheels, like he had something to prove.
Clear crossing Quaker Street on Metro for 36 over there. Respond to flight male, low haircut, north reflected white shirt. We're crossing over Avery Road. We're crossing over Avery Road.
Oh, get on the highway, bitch. I dare you. Oh, you done fucked up now.
We are turning right onto the connector.
Can't do it right now.
There's our right onto the connector. Left lane, we're going 75, 85 north. Past the 166.
We're on 166.
On the connector north, 166.
Troopers tried a PIT on GA 166 East, but couldn't rotate the car, so they hit it again, harder. This time, the Chrysler spun off the road and straight into a parked tractor trailer.
Setting up again, we're crossing under Pryor Road. He's going to try to pin him again. They're northbound, approach your fire, and step for a second.
Get out.
50 successful, 50.
Both Harris and his passenger bolted. A foot chase followed, and after a missed taser shot, Harris fled into the woods. But he didn't get far. Corporal Ennis and an Atlanta PD officer tracked him down and made the arrest. Malik Harris was treated at the hospital, then delivered to Fulton County Jail with a list of charges longer than his burnout trail. April 7, 2025, Union County, Arkansas. Just after 12:30 p.m., a trooper spotted a silver Nissan Altima with a cracked windshield traveling along Highway 7. The driver turned onto back roads, crossed the center line, and ignored commands to stop. Moments later, the Altima hit the gas and fled.
Take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off. 25 more, 1037, 1037, we're headed back northbound toward 335. Driving left to center with stop. Still headed toward.
The pursuit twisted through county roads, with the Altima darting into ditches, braking abruptly to block patrol maneuvers, and even steering head-on toward the trooper's car. The driver weaved across intersections and pushed deeper onto rural roads, refusing to stop as patrol units stayed locked on his bumper.
We are going northbound on 335 toward Highway 7.
If you can get on top of it, try to go in TBI and you get a good spot.
He's trying to flip around northbound, flip around southbound, flip around southbound. TBI, TBI, TBI. Get back here! Oh, no, you got it.
Near Wyatt Drive, troopers performed a successful TVI, disabling the Altima. The driver, identified as Kareem Malik Bolton, bailed out and tried to run but was quickly chased down and arrested. A search turned up 6 ounces of marijuana, open bottles of whiskey, cash, and a backpack of packaging materials. Bolton also had an active warrant with the Arkansas Department of Corrections, charges felony fleeing by vehicle possession with intent to deliver, felony tampering with physical evidence, felony fleeing on foot, misdemeanor, open container of alcohol, misdemeanor, driving left of Center A, cracked windshield traffic stop spiraled into a dangerous chase through Union County. Kareem Malik Bolton's escape attempt ended with a crash, a foot pursuit, and a long list of felony charges waiting at the jail.
Got a white Dodge Charger running from me.
April 9th, 2021, a white Dodge Charger, R/T, came flying down State Highway 7 like it was trying to outrun its own registration. Arkansas State Trooper Brandon Bird clocked it at 85 in a 55 near Ola and flipped around to make a stop, but the driver had other plans.
He's crossing over the river bridge now.
19-year-old Corbin Fisher, fresh out of good decisions, stomped the gas and took off, pushing well over 132 miles per hour while passing cars on the shoulder, tossing a beer can mid-chase, and nearly sideswiping innocent drivers.
Yeah, Lord, he's on 247 heading to Pottsville.
J15, J3, I'm on 247, here at Pottsville. One game from 27.
J3, do you want us to pick pursuit back up or let it go? I am.
Dardanelle PD jumped in to block intersections, and Trooper Stephen Payton joined the pursuit. Despite a radio order to back off, troopers kept eyes on the Charger as it roared across the Arkansas River into Pope County. That's when Fisher overcooked a turn onto West Tucker Road, fishtailed into a ditch, and somehow popped back out, still running. The road ended at Pondview Drive, but he didn't slow down, nearly blowing past 2 kids on scooters before realizing, too late, it was a dead end. With nowhere left to run, Fisher rolled into a driveway and stepped out, hands in the air. Inside the car, an open box of beer. Fisher blew a .2%, refused a urine test, and was still suspended for DWI. He was hit with a full grocery list of charges, from fleeing and underage DUI to public intoxication and endangering minors. In the end, he took a plea deal, a few suspended sentences, 1 year without a license, and over $1,300 in fines. And just like that, another Dodge Charger gets added to the wall of shame. March 7th, 2024, Atlanta, Georgia. On a March afternoon, troopers working with Atlanta police were tipped to a white Ford Fusion tied to a theft case. When the Fusion rolled out of a parking lot on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, units lit it up for a window tint violation. Instead of pulling over, the driver punched it.
114,
114, go ahead.
We're eastbound on MLK. 795 is trying to stop the white Ford Fusion. Stand by from 28. We're slow rolling. He's gonna run. Dog switch, dog switch. He's got a blank around. Give a second, give a second. Probably gonna go up.
The Fusion tore through residential streets, ignoring stop signs, squeezing past traffic on the wrong side of the road, and nearly clipping another vehicle at an intersection. The chase spilled onto Interstate 20, where the open highway gave the suspect room to push even harder as troopers stayed locked in close behind.
Clear all right, Congress.
Coming up to I-20, going I-20.
Clear 20, one on I-20.
You know, eastbound to 20, eastbound to 20.
Clear eastbound 20.
It's
Clear on pit.
another pit.
Clear 6 pit. Clear eastbound 20. Clear on pit. Clear 30 pit.
A pit maneuver spun the Fusion into a guardrail, but the driver fought to recover. A second pit finished the job, smashing the car against the barrier and disabling it. The driver, identified as Juwan Jackson, bailed on foot down an embankment. K9 Loco caught him briefly on a fence, but Jackson broke free and ran onto nearby railroad tracks. With air support tracking him from above, troopers moved in. A taser deployment finally dropped Jackson, and he was taken into custody. Juwan Jackson was charged with window tint violation, 16% felony, fleeing and eluding reckless driving, obstruction of a law enforcement officer, driving while license suspended, revoked active warrants for criminal damage to property, 2nd degree. What started as a simple tint stop turned into a chase across neighborhoods, highways, and rail lines. Juwan Jackson's run ended with a taser, a K9 assist, and a stack of charges that guaranteed his day in court. A red Dodge Ram 1500 was turning heads for all the wrong reasons on April 16, 2024. North Little Rock police were already in pursuit for theft of property when Arkansas State Trooper Michael Ledden took over near the Redmond Road exit on US 67/1/167. The driver? 35-year-old Brian Thomas Wilkerson, reportedly linked to multiple theft incidents in Pulaski County and definitely not interested in pulling over. Trooper Ledden wasted no time. He lined up for a pit and spun the Ram like a county fair ride, but Wilkerson didn't stop. Minutes later, boxed in by traffic near Gregory Street, he rammed a civilian's vehicle and took off again, like it was all part of the plan. Another pit hit harder. The Ram bounced off the center wall, rode it briefly, rotated like a toy truck, and slammed into the opposite barrier. Ledden moved in, pinned the vehicle, and drew his firearm.
Put your hands up! Climb out the window! Got one to go. Climb out the window now! Get the out! Climb out of this window right now!
Wilkerson claimed he couldn't exit. Officers weren't in the mood. He was pulled out through the window and cuffed on the spot. Nearby, a bag of crystal-like substance lay on the ground. Another one matched in his pocket. And just like that, Wilkerson's reckless afternoon came to a screeching, humiliating end. With fresh felony fleeing, property theft, and narcotics possession added to his name.